Hi friends, this is your pal Scott Garibay, and today we're going to finish out Season 3, Episode 7, The Bite. Alright, so at this point, Dustin gets in contact with Mike Wheeler and is like, hey, I don't know where you're at, but we got to circle up. Let's all meet at the Starcourt Mall, right? And so at this point, the basement team, which is Nancy and Jonathan, Max and 11, Mike Wheeler and Lucas, and then also Will Byers, they all join with the Scoops Ahoy team, which is, at this point, is Robin and Steve and Dustin and Erica, and they all come together at the Starcourt Mall, right? And at this point, the Starcourt Mall is closed, and the Russians are coming out of the command center, and they are packing heat. They got, like, because the mall's closed, they're sending soldiers up to kill, the Scoops Ahoy team and the basement team, right? So they're like, we need to handle stuff, right? And so they send these guys up, and they get caught in the food court, right? And 11 attempts to help them, and the team is able to handle the Russians, right? The Mind Flayer hasn't even shown up yet, but they are able to handle the Russians together and shut down, this aggressive Russian attack toward them. But at this point, 11 literally falls unconscious from her exhaustion because she still has this upside down infection in her leg. And so even though the team really tried to heal her, to bandage it, to clean up the blood, the infection is just too strong. The other issue is the show is dealing directly with, in Season 3, okay, we get it. 11 has solved every problem, and the rest of the team does nothing. What if 11 is not the only solution? What if she can't solve every problem? How does the rest of the team step up and deliver something of significance when 11 is on the outs, right? And so at this point, and the way that we see that is, to move, like, to position themselves safely in the food court and to protect themselves against the Russians, they can't rely only on 11. And so at this point, we come to the end of this episode with 11 fully in position of us being very aware that her power is almost completely tapped out, and that every time she uses her power, there's a great risk to her, and that she's not an endless resource of power and of salvation for the team from the woes that they face. All right, that's so we're gonna cut it. We're gonna cut off. That's the finish of Season 3, Episode 7, The Bite. And every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.